Hey guys, it's Kerry. Today I've got an interesting mix of animals for you. I really like those big dinosaurs at the back. They are sauropods, Diplodocus. Sauropods had very long necks, long tails, small heads relative to the rest of their body, and 4 thick pillar-like legs. And a single ant can carry 50 times its own body weight, and they'll even work together to move bigger objects as a group. Ants carry leaves and twigs back to their nests. Grasshopper, they have long hind legs that help them to jump great distances. They can jump up to 200 times their own size, typically about 6 meters. Praying mantis, they have long necks topped by a triangular head. They can actually turn their heads 180 degrees, an entire half circle. They're well camouflaged, adapting colors that help them blend with plants. Some also have amazing body shapes that make them look like leaves or branches. Their front legs have rows of sharp spines to help them hold onto their prey, which they usually begin to eat head first. Praying mantis are carnivores, eating mainly insects and other small animals. Many gardeners and farmers welcome them because the insects they eat are often pests that hurt crops. They have also been known to eat spiders, frogs, lizards, and small birds. Clouded yellow butterfly, they play a crucial role in the pollination process. They also have taste sensors on the bottom of their legs that they use to sense nutritious sugars and food. Blue Morpho butterfly, they are coloured in metallic, shimmering shades of blue and green. These colours are not pigment, they are an example of iridescence, light that reflects through the microscopic scales covering the Morpho's wings. They are strong flyers, found at altitudes between sea level and about 1400 meters. They are diurnal. Males spend the mornings patrolling along forest streams and rivers. They are territorial and will chase any rivals away. Morphos typically live alone outside of the mating season. Scorpion, they are arachnids and have 8 legs like their cousins, spiders, mites, and ticks. They can quickly grab an insect with their pincers and whip their telson, the poisonous tip of the tail forward, and sting their prey. They use their poison to kill prey and to defend against predators. Scorpions look like small lobsters and may be the first animals to move from water to land hundreds of millions of years ago. They have been around since before the age of the dinosaurs. Fossils of scorpions from Scotland hundreds of millions of years ago show that their appearance hasn't changed over the millennia, but they are now half the size of their ancient ancestors. Only 30 or 40 species around the world have strong enough poison to kill a person. Each species has a special type of venom that works against their chosen prey. When food is scarce, they are able to slow their metabolism down. King crab, they can have a leg span up to 1.8 meters wide and weigh up to nearly 13 kilos. Their right claw is larger and used for crushing. Dungeness crab, they have purple-orange shells with a greyish-brown back and white-tipped claws. Their shells can grow to 25 centimeters across. Moth, they are important pollinators along with bees and butterflies and help produce seeds and crops. They have a strong sense of smell with thousands of smell and taste receptors on their bodies. They breathe through tiny holes in their abdomen. Moths are often eaten by other animals such as spiders, frogs, lizards, bats, and birds. Moths are attracted to light bulbs, bananas, and beer. Moths come in many sizes, including the Hercules moth, which has a wingspan of up to 36 centimeters. Not all moths will eat holes into your clothes. To avoid being eaten, they are masters of disguise. Mammoths, they lived in Europe until 4,500 years ago and were adapted to the cold climate. They became extinct due to hunting and climate change. During this time, Northern Europe was covered with ice and tundra. The largest mammoths grew to about 4 meters at the shoulder. Straight-tusked elephant, it grew to a shoulder height of 4 meters and weighed 13 tons, much more than a mammoth. They lived during interglacial periods. They are the ancestor of several species of dwarf elephants. They became extinct about 44,000 years ago. Indian elephant can grow up to 3 meters at the shoulder. They can weigh up to 5.5 tons. They are able to eat 136 kilograms of fruit, grasses, roots, and bark per day. Diplodocus grew to 27 meters. That's nearly as long as a tennis court. Its name means double beam, which refers to its tailbone shape. This gives the tail extra strength, allowing it to use the tail for balance and even as a weapon to defend itself from predators. Its teeth were long and peg-like, perfect for stripping leaves off branches. The dinosaur would rake its teeth along branches and then swallow the leaves whole without chewing. The size of its head was about the same as a horse's head, which is really quite tiny when you compare it to its enormous body. This smaller head was lightweight and allowed it to balance its long neck. Diplodocus was quadrupedal. Its legs were thick and strong, built to support its long body and help it move around slowly but steadily. Its front legs were slightly shorter than its back legs, giving it a unique posture. Unlike Brachiosaurus, which used its long neck to reach high into the treetops, Diplodocus likely used its neck for low browsing. Jaguar. They are solitary animals like most cats and only come together to mate. Females become sexually mature at 2 to 3 years of age. This tree trunk came with the set, and the jaguar can sit on top of it. Mating is usually non-seasonal. The male smells the female's urine and genital area to know when she is sexually receptive. When the male finds the female, they stay together only for a few days, just long enough to copulate. The male jaguar's penis, like all other cats, has a bone-like structure in it called the baculum, and the outside of the penis is covered in small, sharp, backward-facing spines. The penile spines are to stimulate the female to ovulate, as cats are mating-induced ovulators. Both males and females are promiscuous and will mate with multiple partners during mating season. They give birth between 1 and 4 cubs. Honeybee. They have an amazing social structure and have the ability to collect nectar from flowers and produce honey. Honeybees are mustard yellow and brown They have stocky bodies that are covered with many hairs to which pollen adheres. They live in complex living arrangements and are ruled by a queen, which supports their ability to live together in hives in very large numbers. Stinkbug, they don't have the ability to bite people, nor do they sting. They have a needle-like mouth they use to pierce the skin of fruit, plants, and some other insects and suck out the juices. This needle is tucked between their legs when not in use. They are equipped with 2 sets of wings, 2 large compound eyes on their head, and 2 antennae on their head near their eyes. Their antennae are able to sense touch and smell. Florida panther, there is just over 200 of them left in the wild. They creep up as close to their prey as possible and launch a short spring ambush, sometimes at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour for a few hundred meters. Their preferred food is deer and wild hogs. Lion. In ancient times, lions roamed nearly every continent. Lions have disappeared from North Africa and Southwest Asia in historic times. Until the late Pleistocene, about 10,000 years ago, the lion was the most widespread large land mammal after humans. Today, wild lions live in sub-Saharan Africa and in Asia. Lions are adapted for life in grasslands and mixed areas with trees and grass. The relatively small females are fast runners over short distances and coordinate their hunting of herd animals. A lion can run as fast as 80 kilometers per hour for short distances and can leap a distance of more than 10 meters, although most prey animals can run much faster than the average lion. Therefore, lions hunt in fairly well organized groups and stalk or sneak up on their prey. A lion's eyesight is 5 times better than a human's eyesight, and it can hear prey that is more than 1.5 kilometers away. Lions might spend hours stalking prey, but the actual kill is made in just minutes. After a kill is made, the females let out low roars. This tells the pride to join them for a meal. Adult males eat first, followed by the females, and then cubs. Humpback whale. Their tails or flukes can grow to a whopping 6 meters wide and are serrated along the edge with a sharp pointed tip. Scientists use this to identify and monitor individual whales. Blue whale. They eat krill, a tiny shrimp-like crustacean, and can consume up to 4 tons of krill per day. They use their baleen bristles attached to their upper jaw to filter out the krill from the seawater. MOSASAURUS had a few characteristics that are decidedly non-reptilian. It gave birth to live young. Being so adapted for aquatic life, females were unable to come ashore to lay eggs like sea turtles do. Young would have been born tail first to prevent drowning. All these seemingly mammalian traits are all adaptations to being a marine reptile. It was the apex predator of its environment. Their teeth were more for gripping prey because they swallowed their prey whole. Pliosaurus was a large size with a thick, long-snouted head with a short neck and well-muscled flippers. Please stay and watch another video with me. I love to read and reply to all of your comments. Thank you for watching my video. See you again soon. See you guys in my next video.